What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. The gift of mental power comes from God, divine being, and if we concentrate our minds on that truth, we become in tune with this great power. Every living being is an engine geared to the wheelwork of the universe. To me, the universe is simply a great machine which never came into being and never will end. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency and vibration. All things have a frequency and a vibration. Mutual understanding will be infinitely easier by the use of one universal language. Most certainly, some planets are not inhabited, but others are, and among these there must exist life under all conditions and phases of development. In a crystal, we have the clear evidence of the existence of a formative life principle, and though we cannot understand the life of a crystal, it is nonetheless a living being. Crystals are living beings at the beginning of creation. Nature may reach the same result in many ways. We are whirling through endless space with an inconceivable speed all around. Everything is spinning, everything is moving, everywhere there is energy. The harness of waterfalls is the most economical method known for drawing energy from the sun. The issue of great importance shall be to know what is the capacity of Earth and what is the charge if it is electrified. The greatest energy of movement will be obtained when synchronism is maintained between the pump impulses and the natural oscillations of the system. All people everywhere should have free energy sources. Electric power is everywhere present in unlimited quantities and can drive the world's machinery without the need for coal, oil, or gas. Practical transfer of energy without wires has an extraordinary importance for man. It will soon be possible to transmit wireless messages around the world so simply that any individual can carry and operate his own apparatus. The day will soon come when I will show the world that the transmission of power and speech without the aid of any wires is possible. I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. My project was retarded by laws of nature. The world was not prepared for it. It was too far ahead of time. But the same laws will prevail in the end and make it a triumphal success. Every effort under duress requires the sacrifice of life energy. I have never paid that price. On the contrary, I let my thoughts flourish. The desire that guides me in all I do is the desire to harness the forces of nature to the service of mankind. The last 29 days of the month are the hardest. Intelligent people tend to have less friends than the average person. The smarter you are, the more selective you become. Though free to think and act, we are held together, like the stars in the firmament, with ties inseparable. These ties cannot be seen, but we can feel them. If you don't know how, observe the phenomena of nature. They will give you clear answers and inspiration. Man must exercise temperance and control of his senses and leanings in every way, thus keeping himself young in body and mind. The most important product of a creative mind is an invention. Its ultimate aim is the rule of mind over nature and the use of its forces for the needs of mankind. Invention is the most important product of man's creative brain. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. It is the most important product of his creative brain. Money does not represent such a value as man has placed in it. All my money I invested in inventions which enabled new inventions, enabling an easier life for humanity. Be alone, that is the secret of invention. Be alone, that is when ideas are born. Of all things, I liked books best. The scientific man does not aim at an immediate result. He does not expect that his advanced ideas will be readily taken up. His work is like that of the planter, for the future. His duty is to lay the foundation for those who are to come and point the way. Science is a personal perversion, except if its end goal is the betterment of mankind. The day when science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will advance in a decade more than in the early centuries of its history. As in nature, all is ebb and tide, all is wave motion. So it seems that in all branches of industry, alternating currents, electric wave motion, will have the sway. Of the various branches of electrical investigation, perhaps the most interesting and immediately the most promising is that dealing with alternating currents. Life is and will ever remain an equation incapable of solution, but it contains certain known factors. We crave for new sensations but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. Our senses enable us to perceive only a minute portion of the outside world. The ultimate purpose is the complete mastery of mind over the material world, the harnessing of human nature to human needs. Our first strivings are exclusively the instinctive stimulus of lively imagination and non-discipline. There are three possible solutions to the problem of increase of human energy: nutrition, peace, work. Peace in the world can only come as a natural consequence of universal illumination. The universal peace, as a result of cumulative efforts through the centuries, can come into being quickly, not like crystal, which at once forms a solution that has been slowly in preparation. You may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. A man is born to work, to suffer and to fight. He who doesn't must perish. Whatever we try to do in any area, we must submit it to our efforts, because we depend on the force. Our virtues and our failures are inseparable, just like energy and matter. When they separate, the man is not there anymore. In the 21st century, the robot will take the place which slave labor occupied in ancient civilization. Conflicts between individuals, as well as the government and the people, are the result of misunderstanding in the broadest sense of this term. Misunderstandings are always caused by the inability of appreciating one another's point of view. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. It's not the love you make, it's the love you give. The individual is ephemeral. Races and nations come and pass away, but man remains. We are all one. Only egos, beliefs, and fears separate us.